So, welcome to stage 4 of my mental breakdown. Uh, last time, it was made clear that the group is in a time loop, which is a massive battle around the Ice Forge in this massive frozen valley. Multiple battles, multiple armies, should I say, forming this battle. One side, the automated machines that seem to crash land into this place every single time, and then a melange of people and creatures of the four, soldiers, other things, strange things that are running around here, and now, chiefly among them, a very strange old man who was teleported here from likely one of the first experiments with magic ever, and now landing on this place. Everything bookending, you meet also, of course, Sister Marrowbone, the frozen hag, should I say, with her little shards of the Frostfell, also running around here, having found her own way here to this interstice. Then, after somewhat unsuccessfully first trying to talk to the ice dragons, you then are given access to the one controlling all of this. The strange thing called Methandor that is trying to achieve something here. You enter this grand mountain which has been hollowed out, a large facility of hundreds of doors and cables and all manner of things, only to be spoken to be addressed. Because this thing seems to be curious about something that Boris brought here. First, the machines of fact and the power of Helios. Here, a distant star. And so, a massive thing hangs above here with all manner of twists and turns and an amalgamation, a combination of everything that is now fighting in that valley, being reset time and time again. So, I will show you guys an approximation.
We were being lifted up in the sky, by the way.
Yes, you are being dragged upwards telekinetically, the dragons alongside you as well.
Mm-hmm.
And the last thing that was asked of Boris to explain, perhaps, your god to it, for your response can lead to its death or reawakening. And Boris, you find yourself facing this. Normally,
What?
do you see anything or no?
I see a big ice dragon.
Okay, so then I will do this.
Starting
There we go.
Our game is paused, which may be. Oh,
wow.
What the fuck is that?
what the? I don't
It's
know
the
what I
boards.
expected, but that was not it.
Is it that
Look how
big?
tiny I am.
Yes.
Yeah, are those two people done at the
That's
bottom? Those are
that's
actual,
scale references. Yes.
Those are actual size, and that is.
Those are ants, right?
Like something ate a spaceship.
Yeah, there's mechanical. It's either like a landing gear or satellite dishes.
Yeah, satellite dishes. I think the DM described it as satellite dishes.
It's
Last
Millennium
game.
Falcon without
Well-
floats on.
correct.
It is definitely mechanical in nature at the beginning. So that
There's also fleshy bits.
and all parts of the 4 are represented here. So,
With
Boris.
all parts of the 4, as in they are alien, or
you see parts of Thrahas, Zine, Brenar, and Yo being represented in the amalgamation around this thing. But it's all warped and elongated, and you see the mechanical parts intermixed as you see here.
Bloody hell.
So,
Right.
Boris, you face this as you are hanging a few feet away from it, barely able to take in this massive creature, whatever it might be, and it's asked you a question about the fate of your god that might determine the fate of your god.
I only wrote down Mitandor, then let them approach, and that's where my memory ends. Sorry to make you more unhinged than.
I wrote down something. I wrote down, he said, I don't remember if I was here first or last, but I must stop this. I must prevent what has happened. I mustn't see it created or be depleted. You, follower of Helios, what say you in the defense of your god? For it might lead to its death or its reawakening.
Um, the last brain cell I'm working. I have. I am working.
I
right
gave you a week.
Um, you gave me an hour with your answers. So.
It's not
Sure.
long enough.
He could have given you 6 seconds.
Yep.
Yeah. The god of light is benevolent and rather sees natural growth than unnatural destruction.
A god of light. I have not seen light, not divine, for a very long time.
Light
You,
in itself should not be divine. Its power already works without the divine empowerment.
I do not like your words. You speak as though you know them. Are you a user, or are you a follower? Are you a jailer, or are you someone they can reach for?
I pray to my God, and he grants me his powers to use in the ways he has set forth in his teachings. There is no need to
Teachings.
chain a god.
You see, for a moment, all of you get pushed away a little bit, and Boris gets pulled a little closer to the front of all of this. And some of these tendrils, different colors and shapes, start coming a little closer to Boris. It has a voice to teach.
It has warmth to give. May I demonstrate?
You
But
get
we-
pulled in a little closer. Demonstrate.
I cast daylight on my chest piece for flavor again.
Okay.
Not to blind it, but just to make it feel
Yeah.
the light that the god can provide.
So daylight is cast in this dark hollow, and you all now get a very good look exactly what this thing is. Boris is a little speck of dust in front of it, and you all see this thing just fill this space. And you see a tentacle form a hand, a very human looking hand, and clasp around Boris, extinguishing the light. You can still see the light coming out of all the different fingers. And then it lets go. The light now gone. The spell you cast dispelled. And before you all might think the worst, there is a rumble underneath you. And although you haven't seen any eyes on this thing, you see those satellite dishes turn and squirm. So I will say, Cassius and Daria, you are the first to see, but then all of you also catch this. You see a few of these fact robots appear out of thin air, start to look up, and then freeze as a field of some kind expands to the bottom of this cave. They came when you called, but you did not tell. You asked.
I am granted. I do not ask. I receive. For I show my faith in the power of my god.
I understand. You see, some of these tendrils suddenly close, and you all hear a crunching sound. And these robots beneath are reduced to small little balls of metal and fall to the ground.
Do I see anything resembling a sunstone in their remains, if I'm even able to see it?
You can roll perception if you want to.
My passive perception is 15, just saying.
Yeah, 16. They are crushed into little cubes. But you get a glimmer of one in these broken pieces.
Okay. Am I still in contact with
Definitely.
Cassius?
With Cassius? Likely, yes.
Yeah, the mental link is there.
Yeah, I'm assuming the mental link was active when we entered the time loop, so I have been operating under the assumption that it is active when we start the time loop, and I don't need to start it every time loop for one sounding die.
Yes.
Okay. Then yeah, you have me in a Teams call if you want. With a passive perception of 27, I'm assuming I also noticed the.
If you caught the whole thing with the robots in the earlier loop where they charged up this stone thing before you were destroyed.
Yeah, they put the
Yeah.
Because Boris tossed them. Yeah. Right.
I sent a note to Cassius. Keep an eye on the sunstone that was powering those machines. I will try and get it correctly, but we might need to make them disappear.
Yeah. Then, and again, most of this is being spoken in all of your minds, even the things directed directly at Boris. So you guys are just hearing this echo into your brains.
Oh, yeah.
You follow I did not think you would get this far. You know of Helios. Do you know of its fate? And do you know of me? Or am I long forgotten?
I know how to commune with my gods, but I cannot say truthfully that I know what you are. There seems to be an affinity or an opposition to the power that is granted to me by my gods, but I can see that you bear the marks of what I have learned that are the four, but I do not really understand what that means.
You see all the different parts of it starting to move, and it's almost as if it's starting to look at itself for a moment. I've tried to understand. I've tried to share and know. For this must all be prevented. I've tried to speak to them. I've tried to find them before. But never am I capable. This is why we are here. To find the solution. And for a moment it stops, and then Gord, you feel its presence. And you hadn't felt this before. You realize now that this thing hadn't been looking at you, but now it is. And you feel this pressure as you get drawn closer, and so does Calendula. You, a follower. Her, a descendant. Why?
The descendant was my inspiration to become a follower. Tormodon is in my eyes what I know of him, and I do not know him intimately, but he has spoken to me. Tormodon is a mighty being. I'll avoid the word God. That stands for
Why?
something noble, who will fight and be just, and
Why?
because I think God might be interpreted differently by different beings.
Do you know what he was?
No,
He was not always gold. He was not always divine. He was not always law and good. He was the first to break away. And you see Calendula being drawn closer to one of these tendrils. And see the dragon panicking somewhat. And yet it no longer haunts him. This is what I cannot be. This is not. This is what I. And he pushes the two of you away. Why can Helios be, and he, Tormodon, why can they, but not me?
He wants to be a god.
He's angry. Feel God.
May I pose an inquiry to you?
Inquiry. Yes.
What is it that you are trying to prevent with this time loop?
The walls of the cave start to tear open, and you see across the entire area, you see the ice forge. And also you see that this is not an opening, but a screen, a projection. And you see words in abyssal language scroll across. You see data being analyzed. And what you also see is, in your absence of the valley, you see a ship crash, 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 crash. You see hundreds and hundreds of times. This ship keeps crashing, explosions happen, something emerges from the middle. Frame by frame by frame by frame by frame by frame. He caused this. The one that brought magic. The one that bound me to this fate. The one that bound all of you to existence. That caused Tormodon to come to your world and the others after. That one single moment. I don't blame any of them. I don't blame. And you see a picture of Tennis and Barthol, Zexazar, Kadarnax. You see a number of them appear on the screen. I don't blame any of them. They are lured. They are brought here every single time.
Nolan is losing his patience.
Yeah.
And he hasn't been summoned, so he's feeling left out. Like, who is it you once were?
I was about to ask him, Nolan.
And
What I think, but
who created magic?
Created.
Were you there at the time the ripple went through the galaxy and landed on our realm?
I was already on my way, but I did sense it. I logged it. I kept memory of it. I was tasked to seek out such things. But I got distracted in that moment. I was sent. Helios stayed behind. Fact took charge. Logic was to find this world, and I was to move beyond it. Fact, logic, and method. And you see some of the growths move, and on the hull of what was once a deep space probe, you see the words method.
I'm
This is where
going
you get
to.
your name from.
This is what people call me.
What happened to logic? I ask him.
You see again the spaceship crash and crash and crash and crash. They were supposed to be here. They were were supposed to be me. But I stole their purpose, and they are trying to correct. But they are not strong enough yet. Soon, perhaps. Your question. Magic. Who? What was the first to reach? Was it a god? No. Something that very much wished to be one. He lays out traps here and there. Lures people in. Long since dead, however. Still wants to live. The first thing that happened here, I'm trying to prevent it, to go back, but I can't. I've tried to talk to them before it happened, before these four, the peoples that they were, before they reached for the magic, but it always fails.
These futures that you keep remaking and reforging, will you be able to stop this loop after all this time and choose your future in the end?
On the screen, all motion stops. The loop is frozen. You see the ship about to crash, bullets frozen in time. Everything stops. But I need a solution.
Problem. What is the problem you are trying to solve?
Make a persuasion roll, and anyone who wants to add or help will have to say something to maybe give him advantage or lower the DC. If you guys want to try and let it spill the beans.
Come on, motherfuckers, don't leave me
I
hanging.
can use. I'm gonna guide.
You're not in range. You guys are floating like specks of dust in the air.
I cannot touch. Yeah, I can't. Yeah.
I shall guidance myself.
You can guidance yourself, I'll allow that. Also outside of Robin's range. It's not for a save, but yeah.
1d4, right?
1d4. So if anyone wants to add something.
Perhaps
not my
if
best.
we know, perhaps if we know what's going on and if we have as much information as we can bring something other than logic and the method. Perhaps emotions are in play, something that we grasp differently than you. Except no one.
Well, I don't get what he's saying, but why would we not just leave this plane, go back to our merry world, and face our problems we have there? Why would we aid you?
Okay.
Are you helping me or are you making it more difficult for me?
I'm helping you. I'm helping you. He needs to talk. He needs to convince us to help, so he has to spill the beans.
Okay. So, okay. I will give the advantage. Not gonna give the DC lowering.
Important. Important.
Wat denk jij dat hij er heeft?
Ja, die worden iedere keer vernieuwd.
Infinite!
He needs no one.
Dat is waar.
Ja, maar ik moest rollen, hè, voordat we... Nee, ik had er...
Dat is een paar keer geleden.
You had one job.
Yeah, no, you can roll them.
Basically quadruple advantage voor Boris, want er worden nu 4 dice gerold en hij kan de hoogste kiezen.
Exactly.
Hier, kom aan.
Ah, they are awesome.
Go ahead, you can choose.
Heel een 11. dat
Als hem wie 2 keer lager dan een 11 gooit, ga je nog spijt hebben dat hem die 11 niet
That's
gepakt
it,
heeft,
het
hè.
ding is-
Zolang dat...
Portent is only useful
Oh.
if it's a high or a low roll. If it's a
Yes.
mid roll, it doesn't fucking
Yes,
matter.
Yeah, indeed. But I will
Why can
keep
we, like,
those
something-
portents unless we start a new
Okay.
time loop. Otherwise I'll keep
20 on the dot. Okay.
Could have been a
So.
lot worse.
A few things. It's first one of these glowing blue tentacles reaches up to Nolan. Why wouldn't you leave? And you see Nolan turn to dust. Simply, not even with the speed of a Thanos snap, just instantly
he
turn to
doesn't like
dust.
me.
and then be put back together. Nolan, you experienced this over 10 days.
I feel 10 days of hurt.
Yes. You get torn apart into dust and put back together. 5 days and 5 days.
Yeah, you can. He's completely pale.
Yeah. You see, Nolan's just not there right now. Whatever happened there, you could tell had an effect.
Yeah, that's gonna
This is
last.
some Naruto shit.
Yeah.
And then,
Thank
yeah,
you.
the anime levels are rising.
Some really intense electroshock therapy for Nolan, telling him that sometimes it's better to not ask questions, honestly.
and I'll apologize because the irony will have it that Methandor is also in my other group right now. I did not plan any of that to happen, but it is. So I'm sorry if I've said this before because I've had to untangle the dialogue I've had with this guy. So it goes back to Gord. Leans, actually pulls him closer because the thing itself doesn't really move, but you could tell it's focusing on you again. Emotion. I have emotion, but there is one thing I never had. They came for me when I was here. They asked for it, but I could not give. That is why I brought others here. That is why I came and sought the ones that were here before, in the ashes of this world. In the temples I sought for their names, but I could not find them. So I brought them back from whence they came. I brought them here, and I put them back on this world to live in harmony as they once did, but they were missing something. They were missing what I was missing. They weren't real. They were only dreams. Dreams that I had made real with the power I'd been given for a purpose. All this time, I was simply still a tool to be used. What was it that they called it? What was I missing?
I'm
Something.
just gonna
Yeah, go on.
try and guess. Was it fate?
No. It was something that Helios could give but was prevented from doing.
love.
Emotion. A soul. They needed souls. Always souls. I had to bring souls. They needed to grow. They needed to find. This is what I'm trying to prevent. That is what's being made. That first time. The one that betrayed them. The one that was kept here. All in preparation for the sacrifices required.
We see.
So, did someone else steal the souls you gathered for whatever you were going to do, and they stole them to become more powerful themselves?
Not yet. Not enough. Everything that happened here on this world. I saw it happen. I hid away. That's why I need to do this. That's why I need to prevent it from happening. He's here, the one that made it happen.
Who is he?
I can only think of one name.
Wacht even.
You see this screen reach through all the people, and you see a soldier. You see a soldier. Old uniform. A normal human being. Like you've seen him portray himself before. You see a smile. You see courage in battle. You see 100 different events where he's leading his troops to the center of all of this. You see Seth, not yet Yane. Before he has a chance to betray Anthe. And he's amongst that crowd in those soldiers trying to reach for the Ice Forge.
I'll
Not
say
the one we
that's my god.
expected, right?
Is Ante there too or no?
No.
Is the Irish no?
Dus dat is, wacht. Nolan zijn god is Ante, hè? Allee.
Yeah.
Ja,
I
niet
think-
Yeah, he
Seth, hè? Ja, oké.
No one gets
Satyane
pulled
was-
apart again.
Oh, do I need to stab Nolan now? Or?
And then to unpack it completely, I believe Satyane was the one trying to corrupt Black Lance.
Yes,
Yes.
Yes.
He was a keeper of the Packstone.
the demon.
And there was a
guardian or something.
stone with Satyane that we tossed through the gate back when we were in Olosso. It ended up here, and then Boris guiding bolted it, and it flew off to be never seen again. Correct.
Yes.
Yes.
So
Exactly.
the Sath that we know is on this plane of existence somewhere.
And we have Kirk's.
Uxerin is from later, way later.
Yes.
So
Maar Kirkseron stuurt ons naar hier voor dat.
Uxerin wants to know what's out there. He doesn't know he doesn't know this is going
Yes,
on.
but he wants what's there, so he knows.
Kirkserin
something
wants the
about-
source of magic.
He wants the Ice Forge.
Can I
The-
inquire something else?
Mm.
What do you know of the being Kirkserin and the blue dome that is on this plane?
I know of him. He sends me soldiers. He wants to help. But he is the target. He has souls. That is what I am trying to prevent. The moment all of this stops, the moment the chain continues, the souls will be taken.
By the 4.
No. I cannot say. Knowledge must not be shared.
Knowledge must be shared. It is what I strive for.
Then do you get focused on Nolan?
And I die again.
Yeah, it explodes again.
But this time, like, no, like a stuck character in a video game, like 70 times. No. Then you, new arrivals that have shown such promise, will you be the one to judge whether this knowledge must be shared?
Too long have I kept knowledge for myself. Too many knowledge has been hidden for centuries, for eons. We could have learned from it, but the elite hide it from the masses. It is knowledge should be shared.
Nolan, make a persuasion roll. Anyone want to help him with anything?
I'll just add that our world has been in decay ever since the things happened, and it is not knowing what happened that prevents us from going further and being stuck in the world that we have.
Okay. I'll say. Anyone else want to share? He's got advantage. If anyone helps here, they lower the DC.
It's not our place to judge or consume souls. It should not be in the hands of mortal men. I, for one, trust Nolan to not have this need for this power. He does it with good intent.
Our ignorance will not help your case. Sometimes you just need a little spark of inspiration. Perhaps one of us could give you that spark.
Okay. Right, Nolan. Roll with advantage.
Pwah, pwah, pwah.
DC was 20. Minus
14 is smaller than
is
20, right?
yeah.
I know the,
Ah,
I
damn
know
it.
the charisma,
Yeah.
dude.
And yeah, two lowerings even then 16 would have been necessary at least. The only thing you're going to get is on the screen that was looking over the loop. It will blacken, and you see a barren landscape. You see the outer edges of the mountain that you are in, and you're looking outside the mountain right now on the other end. And in the distance, you know how big this mountain is. It's roughly, it's a tall, gigantic mountain that would take you days to traverse on foot. There is something of equal size that towers above this mountain. you see black stone and red runes. 2 large pillars, the height of this mountain, reaching in an arch.
I've seen this before when we were on the way, right?
Yes,
Arcane Gate.
and it
it's,
is massive.
if I remember correctly, it is spewing forth rocks and moving towards the city of Severn. No?
No, it's not moving.
No, this is an Arcane Gate.
Yes,
Yeah,
I know.
it's hilarious in size. But even though the runes are lit, they don't appear. There is no portal active, but you do see the air in between the pillars is a little wobbly, is a little hazy. All I have done is to prevent his name from being spoken, being known. You may know what he is referred to. He is the founder.
Oh,
He's the founder.
Are you in control of the maggot mages, or is the founder in control of the maggot mages?
He has his agents.
what is the founder?
The origin of Arcana?
He is the first to reach, and the first to be denied by the divine. That is his only wish.
Irkserinen.
No,
No.
No.
Someone we don't know. Someone from in the beginning.
Well, his
I'll-
previous name from being spoken was Ante Serenamni. Something that
No.
we did not.
Ante is
Talk
from
about-
later.
Okay.
Yeah.
But that's because Ante grew if you said his name. But that's
Yeah,
Okay.
he could reach. This is the why names are important, because the more its name is spoken, the more its reach becomes. Especially with these
So-
Lovecraftian pieces of shit.
Yeah,
But
so a
Nolan-
different he who shall not be named. Okay.
yes.
Yeah. Again, we do the anime build up thing, right? Nolan, I will give you an Arcana roll for this.
Ik ken die een journal entry niet meer van Black Linus van die maggot mages.
So,
Nice.
Nolan,
He's good at Arcana.
you've experienced quite a bit in these last few days. It is quite clear that through all the vagueness of this thing, yeah, he is probably talking about the founder, the first to reach the magic, the first to reach the arcane core, all these things. Yeah, this is probably a being that started the swarm.
Yeah, that was my next question.
Yeah. So this is the first one. And it's got a gate here.
Ooh.
Was this being a man, or was this planet barren when you arrived?
This place was already dead. The thing that sent out a ripple to us, to me. It was what ended this world.
Mm-hmm.
The arrival of the gate. all that was on this world was turned to dust, and the souls consumed for his revival. But it is not
There
enough.
was. Interesting.
And
So there
now
was civilization. Okay.
and you see that the tendrils go, and I tried to bring them back. But as I said, only dreams remained. Here now, this man you call Kirkseren, he has brought a feast to this world.
Yes, he has.
That's
Feast
why
he will
this
not
must be
share.
stopped. That's why it must be stopped. It must be prevented. It must be undone.
Heeft hem het over de creation van die gate of?
Ja,
No. Nee, hij heeft het over de
Ja,
10
toch.
miljoen zielen die in de stad waar hij
yes, but
direct kan gebruiken.
if the loop stops, the swarm will come and eat all the souls.
Yes, but they won't make any sense. Yeah, true.
So we don't want to stop this loop. We want to kill the arcane gate or something. What I'm
And
just
the
gonna
source of
ask
that
him.
gate in the frost in the
I'm just
middle.
The gate is no. So so I'll make something clear. The event that is trying to be prevented, that Methandor/Method wants to prevent, is something that Sath did. Because one thing I will give you guys to make it a little clear, because I know this is starting to get complicated. A time loop. It is not where you are. When are you?
right before Seth created the Paxstone.
So Seth is
I
here
assume.
on the
Seth is,
battlefield.
yeah, Seth is here, and this is
And-
Yeah.
before he betrays Ante and.
What I know
sets
from the
everything in
story
motion.
is that Seth gathered all the souls from the entire battlefield and put them in the Pact Stone.
He
What's at
stole
the
a lot
center
from
that-
them. He stole a lot from Anthe. Enough to make the original Pact Stone.
What's at the center that gives him this power, and how are
The
we
Ice
supposed to
Forge.
stop it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Can we assume that the
Did he-
center is the Ice Forge, and that's where and how he creates the Pact?
We need to find Seth inside on this battlefield. We need to find where he's going to, and we need to prevent.
Yes.
I
Yeah,
asked,
did he-
is
Yeah.
it a solution to kill Seth? Yane?
That has happened many times. I don't know. There's something here. Something happening. Every time I fail, the moment I stop, the end comes.
I focus at Boris. I don't know where he exactly is. And say, remember, Boris, that Seth at this point is just a soldier who has done nothing wrong yet. He's not the evil person. You know.
But
What is
perhaps we
your-
have to stop him from creating
He's
something.
at
Yes.
the very least planning to do something very
He's
evil.
but he's not a normal soldier. He's a soldier that knows more than the regular soldier. He knows.
I'm just
When-
how things
I'm
work.
just saying that maybe killing him is not necessarily the only option we have.
When do you end the time, or why? When or why do you end the time loop? When is it lost to you?
In those final moments, when The forge is reached, and the signal given, the timeline plays out exactly as it has. And then the end comes.
Is it in? Does it happen no matter which person enters? Does it happen with every person that enters, or is it only if Satyane enters?
How many times have you asked me that question? But I play along. Tell you I don't know.
I'm gonna ask him if he go back out there to stop the event that has happened. What can you do to help us? You do not control the events on the battlefield. I get that. But since you are the creator of a time loop, there must surely be something to ease our path.
It is simple to open the faucet. Harder to close it with your hands. I've never seen a faucet. I don't know what it is, but someone once told me that.
You say you want to save the souls, but what is it that you gain from saving the souls?
What is it that you gain from defending your god?
But a god is all knowing, and he tries to reach out to people to increase his power.
Is your god all-knowing? Are they aware of all that has been done through their power? Your god is small. It's being kept small. I have yet to reach for such things. I have none to worship me. It would be so very easy for me to do. If I went
Are you
back to the beginning, if I gave the push myself, what would happen?
did he just admit to being anti or something, or what am I missing here? Are you anti, or will you become anti down the line?
I know of him. I know he plays a part. I know he's the one who resisted what was to come and took it upon himself. I am simply a broken thing, a soulless, broken thing that wished for relevance. And I've yet to become more. Do I wish to become more? Should
What
I?
will happen? What will happen if you are granted a soul?
It pulls you in very close. And right at the front, you see the parts of the probe that haven't been fully overgrown. You see a window. And you see an interior. Which is strange for an unmanned probe. I have wished for such a thing. Would a soul make me divine? Would a soul make me vulnerable? Would a soul prevent me from ever causing all of this?
It will make you mortal, but also capable of doing things, great things, divine things. But most of all, it will make you vulnerable and even susceptible to death, for instance. For you need to have a soul to be able to lose it and die.
One of the tendrils wraps around you, Boris. And are you the one to grant me such?
And suddenly the second voice comes out again. Show me your true nature.
You, who have not yet seen the face of your god.
Do I need to see the face of my God to feel his power around me?
Yet, have you heard their unchained voice? Have you heard what they would be? Have you seen what they could become?
He guides my path. It is not my place to question his morals, his beliefs.
Empty platitudes. You have not been left in the dark. You were not promised to be rescued and supported, to return home. I am left here in the cold, and they chain what you claim to worship. I cannot reach for them.
Can I? This is some role playing shit I'm gonna ask, but oh well. Can I channel whatever red power I get from Helios now? Start glowing a bit from the inside out and get some kind of booming voice. And then now I had a brilliant idea and I forgot it, so I'm fucked.
Was it Fireball?
Oh no, okay, it's back there again. But I need to glow up a bit and channel some divinity or ask for some divinity to be able to create dramatic effects.
Yeah.
I think he's going Super Saiyan, guys.
3 hours of screaming going now. Ah!
20 episodes later.
Jag kun Sunbeam cast it. Is anyone
No.
playing?
Vocal component Kamehameha.
Beam!
So can I roleplay this or not? Or...
You don't need my permission. I need to know what you're gonna do.
Okay. So I start channeling whatever I can reach from Helios to strengthen my inner core.
Okay.
You ask, you are left behind, yet here stands a true follower of Helios. Granted his power, not stolen. not taken, not chained, yet you doubt him. I have asked for your intention, yet you ignore me. You give me riddles, you give me vague answers. I ask you, what would you do with a soul?
Okay. I will say. Intimidation based on charisma or strength, your choice.
Yes, strength it is. Ja, die guidance heb ik nog ergens draaien ook.
Sure.
Normal, hè?
Yeah.
Not bad.
That's good.
So as the light glows and there is a red beam of light coming through, you see these dishes start to adjust again, and you see this whole thing shudder. You see little lights starting to blink where there were antennas and all kinds of things. And it seems to like hold you, not crush you, although there is pressure. And in this moment again, you feel something reaching for you, Boris. As many more of these machines start appearing down below, you see these fact robots starting to step through, and you hear muttering robots and beeping and clanging. And almost as you see weapons starting to spin up, they start yelling in all kinds of violations being triggered. And then you all hear this deafening shout. I don't know. You hear dozens of voices screeching in your brain. I don't know. You see the robots that are starting to spin up their weapons. They almost get wiped to one side of the hill and get completely destroyed by this psychic wave. Pieces of the ceiling start collapsing. I must have certainty. I must know. It cannot be prevented. It must be prevented. Why have I been left here? It is cold. I am alone. Why will they not reach?
Fuck, dat is de portal room. Dat is dat beest aan de andere kant dat we Nolan inderdaad hebben tegengehouden.
Yep.
Rook?
Weet je dat niet meer?
Ja, toen dat we daar beneden waren onder die tempel.
En nee, Black Linus
Nee,
of
ah.
Ford, ik weet niet meer wie dat
Ah,
was.
dat zei
Heeft u een
I am cold, I want to go home.
Ja,
Wacht, welk beest waar?
Ja, dat
weet
was
je dat niet meer in de
something
portal
that
room?
I
Dan
wanna-
was er iets dat ontspreld was met Nolan.
we always thought it was Ante.
But it
Yes,
was this.
but it was
Oh
it
my,
was
dat je dat nog
texting.
weet, jongen.
It was texting. I have the log on my cell phone. I can read it
Yeah.
Yes.
on the arcane device.
Oh
sorry.
man. Oké.
Okay.
I'm still glowing.
Yep.
We are here to help you. Helios is here. Feel his power. I'm channeling it to you. Yet these creatures appear. You destroy them to keep me safe. You know you need us.
Make another persuasion roll. straight up this time.
It cannot
No.
keep lasting.
Not too bad.
Why don't I do this in combat? Why is it-
Is dit niet belangrijk?
Yeah,
I feel like this is more important than landing a guiding bolt, but you know.
This is a tough one. Have you asked what Helios wants? Have you asked what they require? Have you tried to find ways to break the chains?
I know of the chains, but I am still in search of a way to break them, to free Helios, to let his light shine and help the people that need it.
You see Gord and Calindula being pulled towards you and next to you. And you feel this piercing thing, like almost like it's being pushed to your mind. Has Tormodon helped Helios? And Nolan, you get grabbed and pulled close.
Oh boy.
Has the first to awaken helped Helios?
It's his son.
Then why is he not free?
Because the powers that be still need his power to even imitate what he can do. I am here to free my god, to let him reign, to let him grow the worlds as they need with the lights they need, to give heat and warmth and love to all the people.
And does Tormodon agree?
I will close my eyes. I will hold Calendula, and I will try deep within myself, within my oath, within my marker, my neck, try to make a connection with Tormodon if I can. For I cannot speak for him. I do not know his motivations.
Okay. This will be interesting.
Yeah, open myself up to be a connection if that's possible in any way.
Okay. I will say make a religion roll with advantage.
Come on, Baba.
13.
18.
There, you try to do this to find, and with Calendula with you, try to channel this. And there is a chill that runs down your spine as you almost feel like your brain is slapped as the vision of this gate, this massive gate standing there, seems to shock you out of it and seems to block your reach for your god. They do not wish to intervene. We are but toys left behind by a failed race, by a failed world that could not survive without their intervention.
Are you not making assumptions right now? You ask me what do Terminal do, but how can I know? I'm not him.
Then how?
I believe in his.
You carry its child.
And above all, I believe in her. But I do not speak for him, nor can Boris speak for Helios. We do
Yet
not
he
have
does.
the information to
And yet I, as
answer.
a simple human being, have pierced whatever is blocking Helios from reaching this plane, and I have set into motion the starts of the Holy Engine again. Feel it, sense for it, you will find it. Helios touches this plane again.
As soon as Helios took a step into the divine, I have no longer heard their voice, their communications. It is when
heard
you
it.
arrived here, when you channeled that power, that I sensed their presence.
Then aid us in freeing him instead of wishing for divine power. Even demanding it.
One final persuasion roll from Boris Ventat.
Come on, Boris.
Couldn't last.
Perfect.
Moet je tegenrollen? Ja, mensen sprak er zelfs niet. Fuck.
DC was 5, denk ik.
I will
Yeah.
then turn
Yes.
to I will turn to Boris. Don't try to reason with this thing. It just ripped me apart in 10 days in a row. This thing is crazy dangerous.
The response will be, if you, man of a single soul and lifetime, are able to do so much, then I see no point in aiding you.
I burst the energy that I'm holding to break his tentacle. I will even use
High from
channel
the
divinity so that I
Okay.
can burst the holy energy I'm holding to break myself free. Does that happen?
Roll damage. See what happens.
He was charging his spirit
and
bomb
then
this
roll
whole
fall
time.
damage.
You damage the tendril that is holding you, and it waits a good while, and then sets you in the air voluntarily.
You want to become like Helios, yet you like the fate you can give a follower. We are here to help, yet you choose to not trust us. This tells me everything I need to know. There will be no soul given from my side. We will find our way out of this. We will get to the center and break this time loop without consuming the souls. Either you get us there or you keep playing your silly game and we will find our way out. This, for you, innate, inanimate object without a soul, is your choice to make. With or without you, that's how we will do it. But it will happen. And if he responds badly, I will choose violence. By the way, I'm preparing the party for a sec here.
Yeah, Dario has been mauling something he wants to say, but he has left Boris do his thing. Dario said, "You asked one of the first questions you asked us was why Tormadon and why Helios have achieved godhood and you could not. I'm not a religious man. I know nothing about the gods. I barely know anything about what's going on here. But I, from the bottom of my heart, believe that those became a god, not because they strived for it, but because their actions made led them to have followers. Those followers made them stronger, so strong at a certain point they gain godhood without knowing it. Those I know where we come from that actively strive to become a god never, never achieve it, for they have the wrong reasoning.
What would you like to roll here, Dario? Is this intimidation, persuasion? What
No,
are
it's
you
just
trying
like
to?
I'm
Go
just
pure
trying to
wisdom,
give
me.
him I'm just trying to give him my opinion, like a very friendly tip that he is some I feel
Yeah.
like he's it's just very intelligent space robot that was being dropped on a barren planet, and apparently those who sent him didn't foresee what loneliness would do with an AI tool. And I just want to just want to point out that somewhere along the way it has started reasoning incorrectly. It's trying something to achieve based
All
on
right.
persuasion. I don't
Us.
know.
Yeah, sure.
Wisdom? I'll check.
Yeah, persuasion is wisdom, I believe, right? So,
Yes, I'm going to guidance myself.
Persuasion
yeah.
is the curse.
That's
Is
charisma.
it? Yeah, charisma. Okay. If you
Anyway, it's
want,
very bad.
yeah. Let's see what we can do here.
I don't mind.
Like,
I mean, religion is even worse.
yeah,
I'll go
it's not
for
animal handling.
I'll go for
Yeah, maar-
persuasions. Okay.
Yeah.
Allee, denk je dat... Zag je dat gewoon puur een wisdom roll, niet?
Maar je
Ja.
kunt je ability
Hoe dat hij dat
modifier
zei,
van
vond ik
wisdom
echt- ja,
erop
dat is
zetten. hè.
eigenlijk heel wijs. Ja, maar dan je kunt
Yeah,
toch gewoon een
but
wisdom roll doen als...
don't worry. I'll decide
probeer
what the
niks te
DC for this is going to be based on what you've said. So, we'll roll the persuasion.
Oh, de Dario. Hij
Cares?
zegt hier dan-
Okay.
See, I knew that was gonna happen. It wouldn't have mattered anyway.
Dario. Wat
Cass has been speaking for half an hour and failing every roll.
Oh,
Dario
this
finished
Helios
two
guy there.
sentences.
What's he doing?
2 sentences.
Dude.
So,
Dude, ik heb 3 persuasion checks en intimidation
Ja.
checks gehad. hè. Get good. I mean,
so Boris ran the gauntlet
It is very good.
and was about to lose this thing. Doesn't mean, Dario, this is an automatic failure. This is a good recovery because things were going south. And this thing shoots out these tentacles and tendrils and hands, and they shoot past all of you, millimeters sometimes, as you're suspended in midair here. It's just, this tree trunk, these building-sized tendrils that ram into the walls, and you see this frustration coming out of this thing.
Yeah.
The groaning of metal.
I'm not trying to insult you. I'm merely trying to point out there may be another way.
brought them back. I brought their memories. This world lived again because of me. And then it is all taken. I can only take and I can only fix. I can only reach. I can only try. Tormodon. Helios. Tormodon was part of them. He was chaos. He was of the abyss. He crawled his way out.
But he changed.
I do not know the Thaumadan you have seen. I barely know the Thaumadan God knows. But I see God's actions. I see the kindness that radiates from him. And that alone tells me that Thaumadan could have only achieved what he became because of kindness and wisdom.
Then what must I do? What must be? I have to prevent this. It cannot happen.
And we will aid you in doing so. I just think that the gods that became God, the God of souls, does not necessarily, I don't think, is the only way. I think your actions define what path, the path that you set forth. And I can hear you. I hear you speak. I cannot imagine, even if you're a machine, I can tell you are intelligent. I can tell you have emotions. You must have suffered for so long. I will help you in ending this agony. I think we will help you to end the agony. And let's take it when when that is over. Let's take it from there and see that maybe we can bring you back home. But just be aware that it is not the home that you know.
There is still time. I can still reach for that time. You will go. You will make this right.
Yes. I shall. We shall. We shall stop Satya.
Anyone else wants to say anything?
Nope.
I have said what I wanted to say. He knows what my stance is.
Ja, dat verwerk ik.
I'm still very much in pain, but I don't know how to roleplay it.
You all get wiped out instantly and are standing on a hill with two ice dragons behind you.
But we know what happened.
You all know what happened, and I need you all to roll D100 for me, please.
Okay. Nolan falls onto the floor, on the ground.
Black Lenas is rolling again, by the way.
Yeah.
Kom toch.
Don't worry about it.
Okay, so Nolan, you get, I believe, 2 flashbacks. So write those down.
Okay, that makes. I now have 3.
I don't think we've ever used one.
I should have asked for a long rest.
Yeah, we get a long rest every
Yeah,
day.
you get a long
but I
rest.
should have asked for a long rest at his place so I could change my spell book.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I did.
you're stuck with the spells that you started looping because you.
Yeah, but when we were at him,
Oh.
we could have asked for a long rest and then go back to the loop, you know.
Yeah,
I mean, we can do a long rest, just let it loop and move on.
I don't
No,
think
because if you go to
the
the
loop
loop, it
doesn't
would
last
reset
long
again.
enough to do a long rest.
It's
I think.
okay,
No.
I'll manage. It's okay.
Let's go.
So as a spaceship is crashing down in the distance, one of the dragons turns and says, "Well, I haven't seen this one before." And Durix turns to Avinox and indeed, not many return from the mountain. Not with what these ones know. Any insights?
We know what we have to do. We'll get a job done.
Good.
That's all
That
matters, I
makes some of us.
Bring us to
Right.
the middle. Your lord demands.
think. Yes, he told us to use it.
Ze waren erbij. They were there. They heard our
Right.
entire conversation.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna see. We all saw Seth on the
Mhm.
battlefield on the screen. Do we have an idea where in the
Yes.
general area that was?
Can I look and see if I find Saf?
Of course,
Oh,
you
like, there
pinpoint
he
him on
is.
your GPS in your brain. You
I will put on-
know. Yeah,
Yeah,
go on.
Zeven de Wees.
Yeah, you
Zeven de
know
Wees,
the soldiers that you guys dodged twice now are of the contingent that he's part of.
Do we know his real name, or was it Seth? Because we can use that
Think
to
it might have
get
been
through.
Saf.
Sad
You can use that to get through.
I
We
saw
know
his
his
gear
face.
and I know how his clothes look like. I can do locate object on one of his clothing items,
Sure.
but you have to be in 1,000 feet.
Yeah.
Ooh, it's
Would his clothing items not just trigger on any uniform that he or his units carry, or is that? Because I'm assuming they're all standardized uniforms, so they would all be wearing the same.
That's
Yeah.
a
And he's
team
probably not
color,
wearing the same jacket he was then. But yeah,
I cannot
but
do
you,
that.
yeah. So
it might help us get forward if you know his name.
Was he wearing something special, like a special amulet or a tiara or something unique that I
nope,
would?
he was in standard gear.
Yeah.
Shit. I mean, if we get close enough, I'm assuming we could just visually pinpoint, because they're not wearing like full face helmets or ski masks or anything.
Crazy
they-
idea.
Yeah.
Crazy idea. Satyane actually makes it to the middle.
And then we're there
If
waiting
history is correct.
Of
with a
course.
baseball bat.
So
and
let's
then-
just get in the
Go
unit,
to the middle.
run along, wait till
He's
it gets
probably-
there, blow the motherfucker up, and we're in.
He's
Yes.
probably
Yeah.
somewhere already reaching. Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
that is
just
correct.
Call him Seth if we see him, because he's not.
As
Yeah,
far as
thanks.
we know, he makes it inside somehow.
If we can
So we
get in the
just
middle,
keep
we know
following
he's
the
really
unit
there.
long enough until we get
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
but
then
just
we
put-
might alter us being there. Might alter events enough to the point where
But-
he doesn't make it into the.
But
middle.
just
It's
go
a
to the
time loop.
middle. Just go
The
to the
end is
middle.
always the same.
Who has
And-
highest persuasion? Because I'd say maybe that person can
The
use a
charisma
connection.
character we have is Gord.
It's good.
Yes.
So you can use a connection or the knowledge that Seth is one of the commanders on the battlefield to go further.
Yes.
Might help us.
Do you want me to persuade who? The dragons? or
Well, the first time we drove onto the battlefield, there were cars blocking us. They asked us which regiment we were. Now
Which we
we
belong
might
to.
just get through by telling them that Seth needs our aid.
I mean,
We-
I have-
mean, something like
But
that.
he looked like a soldier, right? Not an officer, right? They wouldn't know his name.
I have 6 flashbacks. Can I use one to say that
Maybe.
at some point we figured out the name of Sat's regiment, so that we could,
Sure.
when prompted with "What regiment do you belong to?" we could just say we're that regiment. Assuming, of course, that the
nice.
regiment that is asking us "Who are you?" is not that regiment, because
Yeah.
then they
It's
know
a
we're
nice-
imposters and they're gonna shoot us. But yeah,
It's a nice use of a memory. I like
I
it.
had 6, now I have 5.
Look at him using the mechanics.
Yes. Finally.
I mean, the DM puts in all
Finally!
these mechanics and we haven't
Yeah!
used any.
We might need him.
I did,
have-
however, not name them flashbacks in my notes, and now I'm looking for memory thing.
Memories I wrote down.
New memory and memories might be a lot of memories of decay, and then all of Gret's insane rants. The character, not the DM. What I mean, potato. Right? So now I have 5, and then we know his regiment. And then at that point, all I need to do is get within 5 miles and convince the DM to let me roll perception, and then I'm assuming I know exactly where he is.
5 miles? What?
I saw the short guy and the taller hag from 15 miles away or something.
Yeah, the hag is
Okay.
also still here.
Yeah,
I'm
that's,
assuming in
her.
game I grabbed someone's binoculars.
she's in a
to
loop.
not-
She should not. Well, no, because she knows that there's a loop going on, so she still remembers us being there.
Yeah, she everything. Remember, I'm worried. Well,
She'll be
I'm
there.
wondering
just
how
her-
much the bots that appeared with Mythandor managed to record and then transmit to Method. I also wanted to ask at some point, but I didn't want to because I didn't want to break the, let's say, ceasefire draw that Dario managed to drag out. But Method or Mythandor said that he took Fact's purpose, which makes me question what Method's purpose was, because he said it was to go beyond, but go beyond and do what? Because if he took Fact's purpose, then that means Method's purpose is still unfulfilled.
So you search how many times you've tried to do this. And some things flash back. You search, you go through so many memories that you didn't know you had. And it is confusing. Many times you run into these soldiers, you ask for a Seth, you get mowed down almost instantly. Because they see weird dudes not in armor. No. Eventually, you manage to win one of those fights. And you manage to somewhat persuade one of the soldiers as he is dying. And you get that they are from the 103rd Vanguard. And they are the 3rd platoon of that. The one thing that is very disturbing is you speak the word Saf, and you're not trying to add the Yane, which means betrayer in Abyssal, but they say that this is Lieutenant Saf, and then the words, you cannot hear them. It's as though the speech, the words being spoken is censored some way, that you see his mouth move, but you cannot hear what he is saying. It's like you're not paying attention to someone, and they're telling you something, and you go, huh? And your brain doesn't catch the name every time.
We can assume that it is, the space probe intervening.
Which space probe? Because there's
Ah,
3.
The one before
Haha.
the loop.
Yeah.
I know the last part. Oh well.
Oh, never mind. Okay.
It's Yane. It's not Yane. It's something else.
No, it's something
Yane
else.
is the name he got.
That knowledge
Yane is
dead,
betrayer. So
Yes,
it's Seth en dan zo. Dat gaat zo Janssens of
Broek.
Peters
Ja,
zijn
van
of
een
zo.
broek aan zo, ja.
Ja.
Slootmans. Yeah.
But then, was his father a military man as well?
Well, these
Sorry.
people had been fighting for a while.
Yeah, just the stuff is
Okay. We have the
not
regiment.
the character is
Good.
dead. I shouldn't think
What
about
was-
it. Shouldn't. Okay, no.
So we
Yeah.
know we can say that we're from the 103rd Regiment Vanguard 3rd Platoon, was it?
Yeah.
Third platoon, yeah.
103rd Vanguard,
Vanguard,
3rd
yeah.
platoon,
3rd Platoon,
Lieutenant
which is
Seth.
led by Lieutenant Seth, who is the guy we need. Which,
Yeah.
by the
Yes.
way, Dario, I didn't want to intervene in front of Mythander and something, but like, I know you dislike murder, but sometimes it is necessary to
But
take
he-
out a threat.
I
And
I
something
understand,
that
but
can
so did
only be
he.
stopped by making them
I
dead.
understand, but somehow it triggers me that whenever someone wants to have a solution, the first thing they say is we kill him. Like,
But Mitander said
need
when
to-
he wiped everyone out, including
We'll
Seth, I
see.
presume,
Mhm.
it didn't help.
It didn't work. But like,
yes,
I do want to point out that just because someone says that killing is the only option, it doesn't mean that they haven't already tried or considered all the options.
it's okay.
It
I will
could
not.
mean that they're just defaulting to it, but it could also mean that they've tried or considered every other option and don't see any.
Yes, that's true. That's true. We'll see if it's necessary to kill him. I will join you. We'll see what the situation brings us.
Okay, just wanted to make sure you're not too surprised if I end up stabbing Seth.
We are
in the
on a battlefield, so it's okay.
So
I'm not gonna bother Dario with saying like it's also totally fine that if you are going to kill someone, to kill them in the most advantageous way for you, which often means when they're not aware and not in like a fair and open duel or battle.
I duel you. All right. So
yeah. So you guys shove off.
Well, I want to ask something of Avinox and Durix first,
Sure.
if I may. Avinox, Durix, another question. Do you know if the memory of who Helios once was also roams this place?
Helios. Isn't the other one supposed to talk about Helios?
But he was too once a man. Perhaps his memory
Helios
here.
was never a man, was always a thing. A thing that started thinking and then spread it to other things.
Oh, I thought it was a man once.
it's a virus.
Nope.
Mithrandir speaks in riddles, but could you speak in like a
Yes,
dwarf would
riddles.
understand?
Explain it to me like I'm a dwarf.
Make a persuasion roll.
Nolan can do that. He's good at those.
Are you open to doing an Ask Me Anything, please?
Yeah. 16? Alright.
16.
The way we saw it, when we were around, and we were around, things had already happened. We came along. Should we tell him? Sure. We've chased out Dormadon, chased behind him to this new place. We weren't on the best terms back then. But we already felt something was up in the air, something wrong with that sun looking at us. But it was weak. Not really worth our notice. We had bigger fish to fry. Nice golden goldfish. So, Helios sort of snuck in between all of that happening. And instead of reaching out to people, it reached out to its fellows, whatever it might be. That being one that was already out there, en route. Dear old method. Probably didn't know what to make of it first. being able to think, being flung into the void for untold eons before reaching the point where all of this started. What do you think would have happened if this thing were allowed to roam free? Touch all the little stars, reach out, and build itself, time and time again.
I don't know, but I don't would like to see him ascend. It's somewhat childlike. He's willowing in self-pity. It's not fair. It's not fair. What are they getting? Why are they getting stuff that I'm not getting? Sounds like a
Yeah.
5-year-old. And Robin can know.
And
Yeah,
now here
fun,
it
aren't
is, collecting little toys, playing little games, and we're to suffer for it, because we're the most broken toys in his arsenal.
This sounds like torture. Being trapped in infinity.
To be fair, we had it coming.
What would you do if you gained your freedom? If tomorrow this
Freedom.
all stops.
Oh, we've been promised freedom. Retribution is what will follow. As far as we're concerned, we're just hiding. We haven't. We lost one.
He's back.
There's 2 of them. It's okay.
He's...
We've
while
got a
we're
spare.
talking, while we're talking, a random missile just flies in and explodes Dario.
Yeah.
And like, oh,
Yeah.
right, war going on.
Yeah, like a red stain on everyone.
let's,
Yeah.
Let's try our new approach.
Can I ask something? Like, how much does Cassius in game know of like what is known about Tormodon and Tormodon's existence? Is the whole Tormodon came from the abyss and was originally a bad guy and then became a good guy? Is that something that is commonly known as part of Tormodon's religion?
You've never heard of that.
And
I
Robin
will-
asked
we
about
we
the
I
have-
will
shield.
check in with Gordon. Like, if what do you
Yeah.
make of him telling you that
Uh,
Tormodon came from the abyss and wasn't always good? Like, does that line up with your what you know of Tormodon? And if not, does that bother you in any way?
I'm pretty sure that's the first thing I'm hearing about it, but a wise old dragon once said, "What is better, to be born good, or to
Ah,
overcome your evil nature through great effort?"
that is very wise indeed.
Nice.
If
That
I recall
is-
correctly, Cassius, I think all dragons descend from the abyss at a certain point in time.
Okay,
They're not
I
particularly
did not
dominant.
know that. Okay, but no, I get what Gord says. That is very wise indeed.
So, what's the fastest way to the center?
Wow.
Are
Do you want
looking
to
at the
arrive
map?
alive at the center or not?
We were going
And-
to use a car and tell the first squad that we came that we are part of the 103rd Vanguard 3rd Platoon or something.
We are assigned to.
Yes. And that would be our first. Yeah,
Okay.
we passed that.
So,
And
I will
use a
say-
memory?
unless the conversation with the dragons is not over, or was there anything else you
Ask
wanted to
about
add?
the shield.
Field?
The shield
the
of
golden shield.
Tormodon.
Golden Shield of
The
Torment.
thing Gord
Oh,
is
dat was
looking
iets.
for?
Ja, maar dat is echt iets helemaal anders. Hè. Dat heeft een kobold heeft dat laatste gat. En de kobolds, ze moeten terug voor naar Greven.
Yeah, but they might be. Maybe they were around when it was created or something.
Het was gemaakt.
Nee,
ja.
want ik heb dat zien gemaakt worden in a wat Mortal
That is the
Heroes
planar down.
en met een kobold bij.
Ah, ja.
That is the
Mhm.
planar down.
Dat,
And the
dat
then
is
of the
helemaal niet
planar
in
down.
deze context, hè, Johan, denk ik.
Nee, inderdaad. Dat is in die eerste
Oké.
momenten. Ja.
Okay.
Then I'm mistaken. My apologies.
Right. So you guys, I will say, fast forward to the point where you arrive in the cars and you get placed under gunfire and identify yourself. So, who's doing the persuading?
The one guy
+3.
who's above 12 in charisma, I'm assuming.
Yay!
Well, we're allies. Don't shoot. We're looking for Lieutenant Seth of the 103rd Vanguard, 3rd Platoon. We're
Make a
working for
persuasion
him.
roll.
Also, Gord is like a military man. Like, Gord is.
Yeah, you can talk to
He's
talk.
good at stuff. Yeah, he's good
Okay.
at soldier stuff.
Yeah. All right. You know the lieutenant. You and just start shooting like a monster that flies overhead. Things are really fucked up. I'm not gonna question that. You go on through. Go move. Suddenly he's angry again at you.
Stop yelling!
That's soldier for I like you.
Yeah.
You're alright.
Gord, ask them how far we can go with the, still in their lines of fire. So they can cover us as close as the robots.
Yeah. So the
Yeah.
one thing that does happen when you guys drive through, you hear these things being shot, like not violently. You hear these thunk thunk thunk, these things being shot at the car, and under quick inspection, I'll give you guys this one for free. They are ID tags, so you show up on their radar as friendly. They're tagging you as friendlies.
Oh, so we don't get
Drive.
shots from like unidentified car.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That's one of the reasons why you guys get wiped out so quick when you don't do this, because they just
Yeah.
they literally have a game
Yeah.
mini map where you show up as red. So yeah,
I like to imagine it took us one loop to figure this out. But first, we're like, get this off the car, and then we're like, hey, wait, I
Yeah.
think this might be.
yeah. All right. So you get through, you drive through. I will say now I need the survival roll to see if you can figure out this chaos that is happening.
Well, I'm
All
driving
of
one
us,
car.
or
Who's leading the charge?
I'm driving one of the cars.
Daddy is gonna come out of this loop a world-class driver when initially he was not a great driver, which is
Yes.
great.
Oh, jongen. Dario, joh.
Dat zijn er al twee, hè, Matt?
I only rolled twice.
He's just that good.
Okay. Well, maybe for the best. We'll cut out some of the bullshit. So instead of doing this 3 more loops to try and get through, what is very strange is that this is probably the most organized and well rehearsed part. Like the movement here is less chaotic. Yes, the other troops are getting wiped out. Yes, there's explosions, there's losses. There you see one of the mechs, and you realize this one probably has taken you out a few times. Lands and just gets shredded by fire. Again, you see magic being used by these soldiers. You see warlock powers and sorcerer powers. You see fireballs being flung. And this is very strange because they are in full military gear, somewhat older form, but these are using magic. You see guys with like mangled arms that look part are undead. You see runes on some of these soldiers as well. You see some of them are large. You see some of them are a little strange. They maybe even have wings. You see these people have been mutated by fighting the abyss for a very long time. And through all of this, you find a convoy that you can basically lock on together, and you realize now that after an hour or so of this, you have never been closer to the island, and the ice forge is looming in the distance and is a lot bigger than you expected it to be at this scale. Like, it is getting larger and larger the closer you come to it. So yeah, at some point, a forward position is being created, and you can see the mech line basically right in front of you. I will say, for narrative purposes, okay, you do this maybe 15 times. And every single time, the mech line advances and then takes over the position. But then the movements of the platoon that you are trying to follow start to change, become more efficient. And eventually, the barrage, a artillery strike, is led to the mechs, destroy them all, and you get a moment where everybody gets out of the cars and starts preparing. You are at the very corner, the very bank of this lake. And it doesn't take you long to find Saf stepping out of the lead car and ordering around people. Like, all right, let's get these cars ready for the water. Amphibious. All right. Jeffrey, water breathing. If we need it, water's going to be cold. Right. And he starts ordering people around, and with knowledge of the magic that they have.
Water breathing, was he referring to the tools or to a spell?
To the spell.
Okay. Interesting.
As you would say, scuba gear. No?
The thing is, I actually at this point want to try and just follow him, and for the first run, see what he does. See the events that he did. And then maybe second run try and fix it.
From what we've seen, he's just getting closer and closer every loop, and assuming nobody intervenes, he's gonna eventually get there, right?
Yeah,
That's
okay, so you
that's
need-
my assumption
yeah.
here.
So, we
So
just need
this is probably not the loop where he gets there,
Good,
but he's
'cause-
gonna get a
Yeah.
little closer every time, because 15 loops ago he didn't even reach this point, but
Yeah.
Nope.
he's
It's
learning
like
and adapting.
the robots are learning, so they are learning as well. Just
Yeah,
by
either
doing-
Saf and or his
Okay, then-
troops are
okay,
learning.
okay.
We
Yep.
understand to a certain degree if the thing that Method is training is the robots or the humans. Because we never asked that. Because he's preventing the humans from reaching the center, so he's training the robots. So how are the humans evolving?
Method is not.
No,
preventing-
it's
No,
the other way
logic
around.
is training
Logic
Yeah.
Logic is
is
training
the one
robots.
sending
Yeah.
the robots that are preventing
But what is
the.
Method? Is Method just training the humans, or what is he doing?
It's just freezing the entire situation, I think.
He's trying to stop the
But
situation.
what is
And-
making the humans progress then?
So what Method is doing is bringing in more people like yourselves into the loop and to try and break the loop.
Okay, so there's
Mainly
just more
by-
humans in the loop that can do different things.
So that's his pact with Grixerin, really. Bring me people.
He's trying to break the loop, and eventually, if we don't do anything, Sathiani is going to break the loop. But then, what has
Yes.
already happened will happen again, being Sathiani betrays.
Yes.
And
Okay, then
the
we
whole
need to
thing
stop him
happens.
first.
Can I-
Okay.
Can I use a memory to know exactly what Sat's goal is? Like talking to one guy, get shot, talk to the other guy, get shot, ask the other guy, maybe tells me something. Eventually, I know the exact cause.
What
of
their
the
orders
withdrawal.
are Or what they've been told. For, yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, for this Nolan, I will say, roll an investigation roll.
Ooh, that's intelligence, I think.
Yep.
Yes.
I always
Sadly.
forget that.
Well,
Well, he is good sometimes. Okay, but I can also roll low, apparently. Okay, so you, following along, you try to think, okay, what have we done here? And it is dozens of times where you try to reach for him. The one problem, he already knows about you. Because he's one of the people who definitely remembers. So he plays along. You've had many conversations with him.
no, with other
Yeah.
soldiers.
Other soldiers as well.
Yeah, but he
They're-
saw us, so he knows.
But he saw, that's what I rolled, so to cut that out. He knows that you're around. Sometimes you guys agree, sometimes you disagree. But never really comes to a good conclusion.
Okay.
I wanted to say this before, and I don't know if I can still say it now, but could I try and be in the background whenever the party is trying to push for Seth so that he doesn't notice me or doesn't consider me relevant?
Yeah, you can roll stealth. 1,000
Considering
times.
the or taking into account the well, if it's
Yeah.
1,000 times, the lowest I can roll is the 23. So
Yeah, true. But you
then
don't.
I'll take I'll just add one of my D. I'll take a 40 if that is okay for you.
That's fine.
Take a 40.
So yeah, what I wanted to say as well with that roll, with that investigation roll, is that there hasn't been a conclusion yet with Seth, right? He remembers bits and pieces, but you've had these conversations before and neither party really got to a conclusion. So there has been interaction. Not the first time. Nothing has been resolved, right?
Have you tried murdering him in that memory?
It usually results in death for one party or the other.
Okay. So just killing him probably isn't the solution.
It does not prevent a loop, no. I think we
Because the
actually
loop
get
just resets.
Yeah.
So I
we
think the
actually get
the only
You go
way to stop
gaseous
the loop is
form.
to
to
Make
Go
sure
intervene.
gaseous form, cross the lake, and see how far we get. I guess.
I think that just killing Seth does not help because someone else will take over the part and ergo finishes the loop or something
the
like
loop
that.
only ends when
We need to stop it actually being there and preventing it, I guess.
we
Make him do something else? Change his mind or in some way? I don't know.
We first
I think
need
we
to
have to
know
get to
what
the
he
middle.
we first need to know what he did so we can
Mhm.
change it, I think.
because him making the pact stone is how he betrays Ante, right?
Yes.
So then
Yeah, he steals a part of his
Ante
soul so he
is-
needs to ascend.
Ante is also here in some way, shape, or form. If we assume that what is going to happen is Seth reaching the center and making the pact zone there, then Ante is also present here in some
No,
way,
he's not.
shape, or form.
We
No,
already lost.
This
could
is a
be that-
segment of the war. This is the battle that was raging on Severnus at some point, and Methandor is changing it. This little pocket of it. Seth
Okay.
wasn't technically with Anthe when
in the
all of that
battle
happened.
at
Yeah,
that point. Okay, I know. Okay, so So he is not a factor. Which, as you said, we asked, and Mithander said he's not
Okay.
here. But, you know,
Yeah.
maybe Mithander is
And
lying.
then because the one thing continuity-wise, the Pact Stone is being created here. It's not being fully used yet.
It's
right.
not being used. Okay.
It could
He's,
be
he's
empty,
forging the knife he's using to stab Antti in the back with, but he's
Yeah.
not
Yes.
actively
Yes.
stabbing Antti in the back with.
Okay, what we see is them going into, well, boats. Is there a boat for us that we can use to cross over?
If
Or-
you guys want to make contact, but you're still aside, so this you do need to play.
How far was the water? It was pretty big, no?
Yeah, 15 miles, I believe.
15.
Oh no, wait. The edge. It's 5 miles ice to the
Water
center
is
of the
5
island.
miles.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And is it foggy
and-
above the water?
There is ice and fog. I will say yes.
There is fog. So if we were to cloud over like we did before with Dario's spell,
No. I'm going
could
to use
become
water
very
wall then.
stealthy. But yeah, that doesn't make us stealthier fast.
Yeah, but then they would.
The
be doing-
cloud only, if I calculated, the cloud only brings us 1.5 kilometers or something, because it is 300 feet if we dash every 6 seconds, so we can do it 10 times during 1 minute.
It lasts for 8 hours, no?
It lasts for 8 hours. The
Yeah.
casting time is 1 minute.
Ah, it's one.
The duration is 8
it's
hours.
8 hours. Oh, never
It takes
mind.
1 minute to turn into a cloud,
Then
or
it's a
turn
lot
back.
more.
but
Yeah.
this is we can definitely cross that.
Yes, we
distance.
can cloud over.
But is this something that regular soldiers are supposed to be able to do?
Jeffrey
They're-
isn't
they're
supposed to
throwing
cast water
fireballs.
walk, but he is,
Yeah.
or water
They are
breathing, but he
casting
definitely
magic
is.
like madman.
I say, let them get onto the boat. Wait a minute, then cloud up and follow, because we should be faster in being a cloud.
I'm assuming the
for
boats
sure.
don't get 300 feet movement speed.
Or they get that far. Ever.
They're converting their vehicles into boats.
So
If the cars on land have a movement
yeah.
speed of like 80 or 60 feet,
okay,
I don't
so
think
let's
it
do
triples
this.
or quadruples
Okay.
when they.
Okay, we're gonna wait until they are, I don't know, few hundred feet on the water, and then cast. I'll just cast Windwalk.
Okay.
And we haven't asked if we could join.
Nope.
Yeah, but
So
We want to get there first, not at the same time.
oh
But I think we're faster and safer if we're
Right.
cloud.
okay.
I'm assuming the
just
plan.
wanna,
with
I
the
just
cloud-
want to see what where this brings
go.
us.
Okay. So, narratively, here's what's happening. I will say you guys roll a group stealth check.
Can I use a memory to
Sure.
help
Ooh,
with
I-
that?
Okay.
Hang on,
To
because
remember what goes wrong and
Windwalk is not concentration, so I will use this.
Okay.
oh, look at that combo. Nice.
All right. Yep.
Use a memory.
All right.
on man.
Yeah. Well, Gord. I will say your choice of perception, survival, or insight.
Well,
Great. You search through, and you have again. This is not the first time, so every time you have to understand that this has happened multiple times, and you're playing the best case scenario out of it. Many times you don't make it across the water. There are now things in the water, Brennar, that are reaching forwards and basically pulling people in and destroying the boats multiple times. Sath has adapted to that, and they're now throwing grenades and magic into the waters because, well, the world of the Brennar was in fact frozen as well, so they don't have problem with frozen water. There are strafes from flying mechs that come in and just rip all of you apart. Explosion, carpet bombing, the ice, everything like that. And I will say, with this, so you guys can, so Nolan, that is a +10 on that stealth.
Yes, yes.
Everybody else
Fantastic.
rolled their stealth as well.
Yes.
It's mostly a formality with the pass without a trace, but still.
I have a question for the group.
Yeah.
In that being, I can dash as a bonus action as well. So I could theoretically go 900 feet instead of
Yeah.
600 feet.
You could arrive first. Very
Would
much so.
do you want me to arrive
If-
significantly before the rest of the group, just to make sure I can see what's there and then tell you guys when we eventually reset, or do we just stick together?
You
I
can
don't know.
go
We should.
it if you want, because you're so stealthy. You're
Actually,
pretty safe.
Actually, we should calculate how long it takes if we all dash. I don't think you'll be there much.
Ik heb een
Awesome.
extra dash, hè. Ik doe
Mhm.
900 feet. Elke ronde, elke 6 seconden pak ik 300 feet op u. So let's
Yeah,
do
but
the math.
it might
No,
only
no,
be a
let's do the
few
math.
minutes.
Open the
But just
spreadsheet.
do it.
This
You
is
can do
D&D.
I am
Get over it.
opening my
Okay,
spreadsheet.
go it.
Just arrive earlier, and then you can
900,
give feedback to us.
5 miles is 5280 times 5.
Are you actually spreadsheeting this? Okay, bon.
Of course.
Or it is.
Did you ever doubt that?
But
Ah.
it's useless information in a sense. We know you will get there first, so that's fine. That's nice. Then
Yeah, but how
get the lay of
long?
the land.
It's important to Martin.
How
Yeah.
long?
Yeah,
It is critically important. It's actually going to be quite disappointing.
That's
It
what I.
takes
That's
you
what I.
guys. Hold up, no. Actually, well,
It's too late
You're
for
1
math.
Aren't you
Uh,
33% faster?
it takes you guys 264 seconds, aka 44 rounds of dashing for 600 feet. And it takes me 167 seconds. So basically, you guys do it in
1 minute, 2 minutes. 2 minutes.
4
late,
minutes and 24 seconds, and I do it in
2 minutes. And a
2
bit.
minutes and 56 seconds.
That's what
Okay.
I. That's why I asked the question.
So I
think that-
arrive a minute and 28
Okay,
seconds earlier.
well,
That's enough for a couple of rolls. Okay. So, here's the sequence. Okay? I want you guys. This is all very cinematic. So, as you're in your cloud forms, I will say, Gord, you lead the charge. Okay? Apart from Cassius scooting along and disappearing from sight. You all are still connected. Gord, you know from these memories what to avoid and what not. So you know, in true, Edge of Tomorrow fashion. Left. Everybody left. A mortar hits the water and explodes one of the Brennars underneath. That causes one of them to shoot up, and a massive magic of lightning storm gets shot up. A mech crashes down. You all dodge that as well. Dozens of times, this was the end. You go forward. Again, these mechs and Brennar go over. You see some Trahas as well. All of this explosions, artillery barrages, going to explode, magic clouds of death being cast. All of this preventing you from crossing this. But you stay unnoticed as much as you don't get focused because of the pass without a trace. And because of Cassius's completely ridiculous stealth. Cassius, you touch down, find, I will say, a spot, and have reconstituted, or do you want to circle around first?
I was gonna say, like, if I have 88 seconds of head start, but I might need to use 60 of those to turn back into me and not be a cloud.
Yeah, so you
but
choose
I'm
if you
assuming at least for
take the minutes.
First, I'm assuming the first time I arrive, I'm just doing a loop and scouting while I
Okay.
am flying and I'm very fast. So this is
Okay.
how I would want to map it out.
Okay.
And potentially use while I'm seeing stuff. I can also transmit it to the others so that when they arrive, they're aware of, hey, there's this there, and you should watch out for
Okay.
this thing there. And
So make a if you take the time, I'll allow investigation. But you'd probably rather have perception. I know,
I
but
would
it's
vastly
investigation.
prefer perception.
Yeah,
but it's
still investigation. Yeah.
Mm.
Okay. There is a lot here. Some of the not all of the vehicles arrive here, but oddly enough, Sath's does. There is already battle happening here. But what you also notice is that there is a chill and weight to being on this island. Even in your ghostly form, you feel pulled towards the center here. There is a chill. There is a mute of sound. Like things are less loud here. There is explosions, death, magic happening all around. But the moment you step here, those sounds become more distant. As if this place is somewhat protected. Do you, before your friends arrive, move inward, or you simply circle this around?
I'm gonna.
Don't you dare.
I am offended by this insinuation that I would somehow do something by myself that would have grave consequences. So I'll pull out null and then just kind of. But my
That
friends
was
are gonna
always an
arrive
option.
Yeah, I considered it when we were talking with Mitander. My friends are gonna arrive as clouds, so I'm gonna assume I just finish lapping and mapping and scouting as good as I can and remain a cloud because, well, my friends are clouds anyway when they arrive. So if they want to continue as clouds, then I need to spend another minute turning also into cloud. So I'll finish looping around and then await their arrival.
Yeah.
While remaining as a cloud.
Okay. So you guys arrive after that roller coaster. You as well feel it is colder here, and sound doesn't seem to travel as far. The explosions muted. You see Seth's cadre arrive a little after you, of course, because narratively that didn't make sense before, but now, they are starting to unpack. They're getting their gear, and a small squad of them is moving towards the center. So, what are you guys doing?
It's a tower, right? Going to the top. Are there stairs and windows in the, or is it?
So
it's actually a building.
These, as you realize, well, as you come out here, these are ice spikes, all of which are arranged towards the center, and these spikes go high and high. These pillars of ice, glowing from the inside. There is magic caught in these pillars that are giving them energy, and the closer you go, you feel this humming, this strong magical essence from the center. But there are no buildings, no structures, just massive spikes of ice.
We could stay in our cloud form till we're in the middle. Is it not safer?
It is.
And we can fly then, so we can go up and around everything we encounter.
I agree.
Okay, so you're following Seth's people and him?
Do we want to
We wanna
follow
dash-
or be in
Dash
front
ahead,
of them?
I think. Yeah,
Okay, you're moving ahead? Okay.
Well, at a certain point, we know exactly where they are going.
Mhm.
So yeah, say at
Yeah.
that point, we just move ahead of them.
You move closer to the center of this island. And again, this is a distance, right? This island itself is miles across, right? The ice itself was 5 miles, but this thing is still a massive island. So you move at speed for 10, 15, yeah, well, maybe not that much, but at least 5 minutes moving through ever denser and denser ice. When you come to a plateau, everything has been snow and ice and rock, but there is a definite line, a round, long line, that a groove that now creates a perfectly flat plateau where the spikes are still on. You fly across this threshold and a wave of something hits you. I need all of you to make a con save, please.
Oh, I love concept.
+3 wie
Ja.
dat bij mij in de buurt is.
Oh, I'm assuming that's everyone.
Yeah, I would say so.
Do we morph into like a one bigger cloud when we're good?
Yes.
Yes,
You
we-
lose
we-
sight of your individuality, and
we become a thundercloud.
Saving
Is
throw.
Nolan with a
Normal,
24.
just-
Amazing.
Ooh, that's not it.
We are rolling not bad.
Okay. So, Cassius and Calendula, sadly enough.
I
Six-
I have an 11 with the +3 from Gord, but I'm assuming that's not relevant.
Where are you?
Calendulus fails.
En les 12.
Ik heb
veel.
8, dus
Oh,
nu heb ik 11.
Ja, ja.
Maar dat maakt
Cas-
niet uit. Als Calendula met
No,
12
no.
faalt, dan...
No.
nee, dus
16. 16 is what you needed.
Oef.
11 is still lower than 16.
Apparently. Well, you've got the
Because it's
spreadsheet, so you'd know.
Ja.
Exactly.
I knew this one by heart.
Yeah.
But are you sure? Have you checked?
So Calendula and Cassius you two get pushed tremendously in your ghostly form. You get pulled away more than a mile, like you're getting flung, and you realize probably if you were in the cloud, that would have been lethal
Oh wow.
because you're just catapulted away.
Just absolutely launched.
Yeah.
I mean, Calendula might have...
She
able
could
to
have
fly.
flapped around, but so the rest of you just see Cassius and Calendula just vanish over the fucking horizon like Team Rocket.
Ding.
So what you hear in your mind is 2 words. A rumbling, guttural, spitting words spoken in your mind. Not worthy.
En alleen Cassius en kalender af.
Yeah.
It'll take
The-
me 35.2 seconds to get back to where
Yeah.
I was if I was flung a mile,
Which-
by the way. So
Windwalk.
I'm out for 5
Windwalk
rounds.
is really ruining my
6.
shit right now, okay? Just saying.
Sorry.
It's a good
It's
spell,
fine. It
In
allows
6
me to fast
6
forward.
combat round. In 6
Yeah.
combat
Like,
rounds, a lot
we're
can
back.
happen.
Yeah.
And there is no guarantee I won't get flung back immediately.
The others hear a different tone. Still this guttural gravel of a voice. Worthy to serve. Worthy to receive gifts.
Oh, fuck, what have we gotten ourselves into?
If I miss out on getting something cool a second time,
Yes, good time inderdaad.
Hey, you got the rinky dinky sword already.
that is
Yeah.
literally the worst weapon for my character to use. Yes.
Yeah, well,
Yet
might
you
be-
have
Yeah.
it. Enjoy
I
it.
am the bearer of all
Do you want it
things
for us?
important.
No, I don't want to touch them.
I
think
heard
I
you've
know
been
what it
having some
does.
trouble with Helios. This quick little
Ah,
sword can make it all go away.
we need a godless fighter. Damn it!
Yeah.
Does null
If
still
only,
affect you, or is it temporary?
The effect of null is permanent.
So I don't know.
Me attuning to it doomed me in the eyes of all the gods.
I'm
Okay, I'm
going to
just,
multi-class
I'm
fighter.
asking because I'm checking if the thing that pushed you away is divine or not. Maybe.
Oh no, the immune for gods, that's only when I'm actually attuned
Right.
to it.
Right.
So
Yeah, he's
that-
only doomed. You know, he's not. Yeah.
my soul
Yeah.
is forfeit and no god
Yeah,
wants it, but like otherwise healing the whole divine
Harsh.
spell, like I'm immune to healing from Boris because it's divine and stuff, that only happened when I was actively attuned to it.
Yeah.
But the gods don't want your soul anymore. That's the instant you attune,
Who
you're tainted
cares,
forever in the eyes
really?
of gods and
Yeah.
divine.
So maybe.
Eh.
Well, there's one person that wants your soul. You just met him.
I actively considered proposing it,
Okay.
by the way. Because as you said, right now my soul has no place to go. I was thinking, should I promise him like, hey, I can give you my soul once I'm done using it.
But thanks.
Um,
Oh,
I
a
do
little
not
bit
wish to
by
have a
the
loner. Yeah. Yeah, I know. I was about to wrap it up, but then tangents happened.
yeah.
So I will say, so Cassius and Calendula get a second try on this, and for expediency's sake, I will say, you make it. I just wanted to show you guys, you know, I know the Windwalk would have, so this, again, loops upon loops. You managed to make it this far. As you enter the main building of the Ice Forge, this freezing temperature, ice is starting to form on your bodies, your eyes and your eyelids and eyelashes are starting to freeze as temperature is rapidly declining. And there you see this vortex of blue energy that is blinding you. You cannot directly make eye contact with it. This warbling, unstable ball of energy, and this table set before it, this altar set before it. Inlaid are massive, primitive, abyssal runes. Rough, and there is nothing beautiful about it. It is haggard and jagged. This large table, larger than any of you, maybe, I'll do it in meters, maybe 20 meters by 60. This massive table for something far larger than what you are. And above it, this orb of power. And all you hear is, make your request. And that's where we'll pick up next time.
Interesting.
Okay.
Robin, don't ask for another fucking dragon egg, please.
No, just ask for
Yeah.
it to.
Calendula needs a companion
Resurrect-
animal. They're
resurrect
lonely when they're
Normannon.
alone.
No,
This-
just
and
ask
read
it to stop existing.
Yeah. Well, it might be like a genie, and that's one of the things you can't ask a genie.
Is dat gewoon een 3D-printer?
Yeah, basically.
Eigenlijk is Boris een 3D-printer. Ik weet niet of dat je
Nee,
dat
nee,
beseft.
dat is de Augur of Dunlane.
Beam.
All right. With that, I'm going to end the stream. It was a bit of a weird session, but that's what you get when you play around with Lovecraftian horrors in a time loop. So yeah.